Hello, welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. Playing of course here as the Republic Trooper Isaac Clarke, the newest officer of course of Havoc Squad, and we are on our way now to Coruscant to receive our new orders from General Garza. Before we get started, let's see if anything has happened. We have yeah, some more login rewards. We'll look at them later. That's fine. Right. So yes, we are going to be doing another interlude part of the series where we do the first dungeon, the first Flashpoint of Star Wars The Old Republic. We're going to be doing it in story mode. There are different difficulty settings of Flashpoints. Story mode, where you can usually complete a flashpoint by yourself with your companion. Veteran mode, which we'll see a fair bit of later on, where you need normally a full group of players working together. And then of course there is master difficulty as well, which I think is the same flashpoint as veteran mode, just increased difficulty. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever completed a master mode flashpoint. I don't think. Before we get ourselves to the Coruscant departures elevator, I forgot there was actually a lore object here on Carrick Station. During the final months of the Great Galactic War, the Republic became desperate to develop a new hyperroute for supplies in their conflict with the aggressive Sith Empire. To facilitate their new route, a nearly forgotten supply base known as Outpost 22 was returned to full service. By the time the Treaty of Coruscant was signed and the war had ended, Outpost 22 had become such a major hub of activity as to be as indispensable a gathering place as the capital world itself. The base was given a new and significant identity, Carrick Station, in dedication to Zane Carrick, a once unassuming Padawan who rose to a position of great importance during the Mandalorian Wars. And there we have it. I have also been playing with some more outfits in the background. I will just very briefly kind of show them off. We go to the outfitter here. Of course, we've already talked about the majority of the Colossus armor. We have IC for in combat and OOC for out of combat uniforms, or outfits that we will be wearing. We have the official Havoc Squad armor. We have the Recon Trooper. We may or may not be swapping out the helmets. What you find is when you're wearing masks and helmets, you get a bit of voice modulation. Some of the voice modulation is better, some of it is worse. We also have some of what I call the Remnant armor. This used to be kind of endgame armor for the base game of Star Wars The Old Republic. Nowadays, you can get the Remnant gear for all of the playable classes by unlocking supply crates in one of the future expansions. Is that right? Yes. And of course, that is the helmet. There are different types of Remnant armor. This is a matchup of the Arcanian, Underworld, Resurrected even. Holy hell, I have 3 different Remnant armors here. It all, it's not terrible. We may find a different assault cannon to use this armor with, of course. And then, last but not least, we have the Veteran armor set as well. Some of these armor sets, as I say, we will use for some of our companions, but I thought I would equip Isaac Clarke with them as well. As for when we're out of combat, one of the armor sets I was suggested to use was the confiscated mercenary outfit, which we get from the world of McCabe. It even comes with a beret of its own. I also picked up the Elegant Duelist outfit, which isn't terrible. I was working on the Life Day officer uniform when I bumped into Truther once again, and he suggested the formal militants outfit, which I have dyed, but you know, I actually rather like it. We might actually use this one for, like, formal hearings when we're out of combat. But either way... Huh. See, why could I interact with you again? Either way, let's get ourselves underway to the first flashpoint of a Republic player's experience. As explained by the priority transport officer, of course, we could take the small but comfortable shuttle, the Coruscant, but that would, take us longer. Whereas the transport vessel known as the Esseles will get us to Coruscant more quickly, and of course is known to travel through dangerous space. Sounds like the ship is now underway. Various civilians, various naval officers and engineers keeping the ship running. And we are here in the lounge of the passenger deck. We have a sabacc table here. We have sabacc and there's Kazakh as well. I keep forgetting what the difference is. But they are two popular games here in the Star Wars universe. I'll have to refresh my memory. But it seems we have an individual trying to get our attention. Oh, may as well activate an experience booster while we're here.
Excuse me. Yes, could I speak with you for a moment? You're a soldier, Republic Army, right? I'm sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if you've been contacted by any of the ship's officers.
I've not been contacted by any of the ship's personnel. Is there a situation?
I heard a rumor that there's an Imperial warship following us. I know, the Treaty of Coruscant. But I don't trust the Empire to keep the peace.
The Imps will always be a threat. No treaty's gonna change that.
It's good to hear I'm not the only one concerned about the Imperials. The crew won't tell the passengers anything at all. It's not very reassuring.
Telling the passengers that Imperials are nearby would only cause a panic.
I suppose. Still, I think it's unsettling to think that there might be Imperials behind us.
Warning! Warning! Incoming fire! All hands brace for incoming! Repeat, all hands!
Can you hear me? Are you all right?
The Imperials seem to have forgotten about the treaty.
I knew the treaty would break eventually, but I didn't think I'd actually be here to see it. Listen, you have to get to the bridge. The captain will need all of the help he can get right now. Go, hurry.
Let's just hope it's not too late to help.
It's never too late to try. Good luck.
So much for trying to avoid panic. Oh, and we do have, of course, an entry on the Treaty of Coruscant. The decades-long war between the Galactic Republic and a rejuvenated Sith Empire ended without a decisive battle. Instead, the conflict halted with a peace agreement neither side believed would last: the Treaty of Coruscant, a document forbidding Republic military activity within Imperial space and vice versa. Rules of engagement in neutral territory are far more vague, allowing for a range of border conflicts and attacks via third parties. But the treaty has prevented all-out war on more than one occasion. Negotiations began when the Empire, whose early victories had led to dwindling resources and overexpansion, reached out to a battered Republic and called for a summit on the world of Alderaan. As the summit began, Imperial forces launched a surprise attack on Coruscant, the Republic capital. Conquering the city world was impossible, but the Sith Empire wreaked enormous havoc in a short period, effectively holding Coruscant hostage and forcing the Republic to agree in less than favorable terms. Indeed, as we can see from the Deceived cinematic, not only was a lot of Coruscant ravaged and damaged by the orbital bombardment, but the Jedi Temple on Coruscant was razed to the ground and is still ruins to this day. One thing that I can't recall where it's mentioned, but on behalf of the Sith Empire, it is rumored, and I suppose must be true, that it was the Sith Emperor himself who called for this uneasy ceasefire to be declared. And certain Dark Lords of the Sith were not pleased that the truce was going to be enforced, and some of which even left the Empire due to their distaste of the ceasefire being put in place. But either way, we need to get ourselves to the bridge and find out what the situation actually is. As part of a story mode Flashpoint, we are joined by a combat support droid. A combat support droid acts as a tank, DPS, and as a healer. Take this elevator away from the passenger deck. We are heading up to the command deck, where the bridge, of course, is located. That's a large Imperial vessel. And it seems that was the captain blown away from that terminal there.
Come on, Tyrus! You can make it, sir! You can make it!
He's gone, sir. You're in charge now. What are our orders?
Your orders! Weapons are out! Shields are out! Comms are out! There's nothing we can do!
Give me a sit rep, people. What have we got?
Is your hearing bad, soldier? Because I'm pretty sure I just went over that.
Sir, we need all the help we can get. If we don't keep it together here, we're finished.
Keep what together? The Imperials have us by the throat! We're as good as dead already!
What's wrong with you? Are you really gonna let your ship fall to the Imperials so easily?
That ship behind us is one of the biggest in the Imperial fleet. We didn't stand a chance.
Sir, incoming message. The Imperial ship is hailing us.
What? Oh, well then put them on.
Republic Transport Esseles, this is Grand Moff Rikus Kilran. Your defenses are entirely disabled. Attempt no resistance.
We're aware of our situation, Kilran. Just tell us why you're here.
Your ship is transporting a known anti-Imperial terrorist and seditionist, the so-called Ambassador Vin Asara. I've come to collect her.
Who? We didn't take any passengers by that name. I've never even heard of this person.
Interesting. Lying or incompetent, no matter. My agents aboard your ship have confirmed the Ambassador is there.
You have spies aboard our ship?
I have eyes everywhere. Imperial soldiers are preparing to board your ship through its primary airlock. My agents will ensure that you do not interfere with them. If you attempt to stop my men from arresting Ambassador Asara, I will have every living thing aboard the Esseles killed.
Where's the primary airlock? I'll stop the Imperials as they try to board.
Weren't you listening? If we try to fight, they'll slaughter us. We have to cooperate.
It won't matter. Kilran has us now. He'll kill us all. He's famous for it. The only one he wants alive is the Ambassador. If Kilran gets the Ambassador while we're sitting in his sights, we're goners. Those soldiers have to be stopped before they can succeed.
I can hold the line against a pack of imps any day.
It's very brave of you to volunteer. Listen, I'm sorry I lost it earlier. It means a lot to have your help right now. Thank you.
As a soldier of the Republic, it's my duty to help.
Maybe so, but we appreciate your help all the same. I'll have our security team meet you by the primary airlock. They haven't seen much action, but Commander Narlock knows his stuff. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Okay.
Get to the airlock. The Imperials are right on top of us.
Onwards to the primary airlock. Unfortunately, as this Kilran mentioned, there are Imperial infiltrators. Oh! In Flashpoints, and maybe even not even within Flashpoints on the overworld itself, you may encounter objects of interest that you can interact with, which may have different effects, like this explosive fuel tank, which would have been useful against the infiltrators there.
Going down.
Okay, onwards to the docking level.
This is it, men. This is what you've been training for. The Imperials are coming, and we're not gonna let them past, are we?
Sir, no, sir!
We aren't fighting alone. An experienced volunteer is going to help us. The imps won't stand a chance.
Havoc Squad, reporting for duty.
Havoc Squad, the best in the Republic. And they're fighting on your side, men. We can't fail. We won't. The imps will cut through any second now. We need to take up defensive positions.
Surrender!
Victory or nothing.
Surrender!
The bridge. You have to hurry. It was all a trap.
Victory or
the
nothing.
Imperials set us up.
Hera, the Ambassador! Capture her at all costs!
They managed to intercept the first Imperial boarding party. But we heard a message come over the communicator. Something about being set up.
Victory! We've done it, man! We've done it! The ship is saved!
I'm sorry, Commander, but that isn't the case.
We defeated the entire boarding party. Nobody could have slipped past us.
No, you're right. It's not you the Imperial slipped past. First Officer Hawken walked us right into a trap. The attack on this airlock was a ruse. After Hawken sent you here, Imperial commandos snuck aboard. They were led by a Mandalorian mercenary called Iron Fist.
Mandalorian mercenary? What are you talking about?
The Mandalorians work for the Empire. They're some of the best warriors in the galaxy. And Iron Fist is one of the most famous. Iron Fist and his Imperial commandos stormed the bridge, and now the entire area is locked down tight.
We have to stop the Imperials from gaining control of the ship.
That's why I rushed to find you. Something has to be done.
What is this all about? Why are the Imperials so desperate to capture you?
Because of my work. I'm a Republic ambassador. I traveled to Imperial-controlled planets and convinced their governments to come over to our side.
You should have identified yourself earlier, ma'am. I could have better ensured your safety.
I appreciate your concern, but this is no time to play bodyguard. We have bigger problems.
We need to retake the bridge. The longer we leave the Imperials in control, the harder it'll be to remove them.
I already told you, Iron Fist has the bridge locked down. There's no way in or out.
Security lockdown. That is bad. Chief Engineer Salen might know of a workaround.
You're the security commander. Don't you have the authority to cancel the lockdown?
The bridge lockdown can't be canceled from the outside. No, it's Salen or it's nothing. He and his team will be down in the engineering section. I'm sure they'll be able to help us.
We'll need a diversion. If the Imperials notice the hatches to engineering opening, they'll flood the area with soldiers.
My men and I can handle that. Form up, men! We're gonna go start some trouble.
Let's get that bridge open.
We'll give those imps something to think about, won't we, boys?
I'll go along with Commander Narlock. Once you've cleared a path to engineering, I'll double back and join up with you there. Good luck.
Oh, nothing's easy.
Hurry down to engineering.
Okay. Need to find a way to lift the security lockdown. It means heading down to engineering to speak with the chief engineer. Oh! More boarding parties. And down to engineering. And level 26.
Is that... Are you a soldier? Chief, look, sir, reinforcements are here.
You must be crazy, coming all the way down here with the imps everywhere.
Commander Narlock said that you might know of a way to unlock the bridge. The Imperials have sealed it off.
The imps pulled the lockdown? You gotta be kidding me.
You really cleared this place out. I didn't run into a single Imperial on my way down here. Listen, there's no time to waste. Commander Narlock and his men are being overrun. We have to get the bridge unlocked now.
So I've heard. I'd invite you in, but the lockdown has our doors sealed too.
Can you get the bridge open from there?
Depends on how we go about it. Just let me think a minute.
What about a reactor reset? That would disengage the security locks, wouldn't it, sir?
Yeah, but a reactor reset vents the engineering compartment. We'd be blown into space. Besides, controls are on the other side of the door.
What else could we do to open the bridge?
The secondary conduits. They're spread around a bit, but if you shut them all down, the security will go down too. Then we'll be in business.
You sure this will work?
Hey, who's the chief engineer here? Shutting down all of the secondary conduits will get the bridge open, no doubt about it.
There's no time to go running all over the ship. If we don't act now, the Imperials will overwhelm us. I'm sorry, Salem. We need to unlock the bridge while we have the chance. We have to reset the reactor. You and your men will be remembered.
Resetting the reactor is the only way to be sure.
No! Get away from that control! Have you lost your mind?
I'm sorry, but sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the greater good.
Can't even spell. Oh, can't even spell again. A salute to the brave engineers.
We better get going. We need to attack Iron Fist now before he has time to recover.
This opportunity was costly. We can't afford to waste it.
That's right. We have to make those men's sacrifice count. I'll go and help Narlock with another diversion, so you have as little resistance as possible when you attack the bridge. You'll still have to deal with Iron Fist, though, and that's no small challenge.
What do you know about Iron Fist?
I only know Iron Fist by reputation, but he's been doing Grand Moff Kilrin's dirty work for a long time now. He's never been captured, defeated, or even driven back. You have your work cut out for you.
They didn't just train me to do the easy jobs, ma'am.
Just be careful. Mandalorians always have a few tricks up their sleeves. All right. No more time to waste. Narlock, are you there? Can you hear me?
Copy. This is Narlock. Set for second offensive?
That's right, Commander. I'm on my way to join you now.
All right, let's move.
Good luck.
It wasn't an easy decision to make, but we were either sacrificing or potentially sacrificing Commander Narlock and the security team, or the engineers. Taking our time to get to those secondary conduits may have cost the security guards their lives. But we know for sure that the bridge has now been, well, the lockdown's been raised. Unfortunately, we had to make that decision. Ooh, volatile gas here. Our companions were stuck in the doorway there for a moment. Okay, let's push on. We do have a bonus to defeat 8 Mandalorian commandos here. We need to make our way through the hangar deck here, back to the command deck. And here we are at the bridge once again. Okay, let's lower the force field to the bridge.
Well, well. I was wondering when you'd finally show up. This is it? There aren't more of you?
Just give up, Iron Fist. I don't want to have to hurt you or your men.
Strange view of the situation. Guess you'd have to be a little crazy to put up the fight you have. Let's vape this worthless scum and get back to work.
Nope. The negotiations were short.
Go ahead, then. Kill me.
First Officer Hawken, do you have any spare shuttles in the hangar bay?
Spare shuttles? Yes, we do, but I don't...
Then that's our only chance. You have to board Grand Moff Kilrin's ship and disable the tractor beam so that we can all escape.
Head-on assault, surgical strike, and rapid exfiltration. No problem.
I knew we could count on you. I've been aboard warships like Kilrin's. The tractor beam controls should be easy to find if you know where you're going.
Ambassador, you're familiar with the layout. Perhaps you should go along to help get the tractor beam shut down.
We need every advantage we can get.
It'll be good to have you along, Ambassador.
I'll do my best to help in any way I can.
Ambassador, before you go, take a spare uniform. We wouldn't want any Imperials to recognize you.
Good thinking, Commander. Thank you. Now let's get moving.
Good luck out there. We're all counting on you.
It's not enough just to deal with all the boarding parties. We have to make sure that the Grand Moff ship won't be able to keep a hold of us so we can make our escape. We need to disable the tractor beam.
Hey, hold up a minute. I need to talk to you before you go. I know what you and Asara did down in engineering. How could you just kill all of those people?
Nobody wanted this to happen. But we had to get the bridge open or else everyone would have died.
You don't know that. You can't have possibly known that. I've been flying with Salen for 10 years. Do you understand? Seems you and Asara will sacrifice anyone and anything. Well, if you ask me, there's only one sacrifice that needs to be made to keep this ship safe.
You want me to hand the Ambassador over to the Imperials, don't you?
Yes. For the sake of us all, I want you to leave Asara behind, on the Grand Moff ship. With the tractor beam down, we'll be able to escape, but Kilran will just chase us down again. Unless he's already captured his target. Asara is the reason for all of this. If you're serious about doing whatever it takes to save this ship, then you'll make sure she doesn't come back with you.
Ambassador Asara is a Republic official. It's our duty to protect her.
It's going to be dangerous over there. If Asara didn't make it, nobody would even think twice about it. Just think about it. I'd even make it worth your while if things go the way I'm suggesting. Anyway, you'd better get going. I've held you up too long already. Good luck.
Is it treason? I'd have to try and understand. With her being in a Republic official, I suppose she has the most priority of all the people on board this vessel, even ourselves. Though the first officer could be correct that if Grand Moff Kilran can repair his ship and come after us again, he may simply just destroy us, unless we leave her behind. We'll see how our assault goes, and then maybe make a decision then and there. The Ambassador's now wearing a security uniform. Okay, we have a security team holding this hangar bay. We need to disable power to the tractor beam. We have
target neutralized.
Off-burst staged bonus mission. When we complete the first major objective, a new objective will appear. Stage 1 is to simply defeat 30 of the Imperial forces. Now, if we were capable of destroying these security probes in a single shot, no reinforcements would come to this location. Same with this security probe here. I'm not sure if I can pull it off, though, with the commando. Maybe as a sniper? Level 27. And we've actually gained a new ability. Oh, speaking of. Yeah, we've gained a new commando ability, Full Auto, which again channels over 3 seconds. It has a 15-second cooldown. fires a continuous stream of bolts that deal a fair bit of weapon damage, but of course consumes 24 energy cells during its duration. Weak and standard enemies who are caught in the blaster fire are stunned for the duration. But we also have our next step on the discipline tree. It looks like we get to choose one of 3 abilities, one of which is a passive. The other 2 are abilities we can choose to activate. Charged bolts and medical probe build up a charged barrier that can reduce damage taken by up to 6%. Okay, not terrible, but we're not really using our charged bolts as often as we would if we were playing as the gunnery discipline. We can have the sticky grenade, which detonates after several seconds. Standard and weak enemies enter a state of panic while the grenade is active, and it also deals damage to enemies around it once it detonates. It actually slows enemies as well. That would probably be good for PvP. Or we have the recon droid, which fires off probes to scan an area for stealth opponents. It also grants droid overwatch, which increases your damage reduction while stunned by 30%. That is actually going to be very useful for when we're when people are trying to sneak up on us. We can summon our own stealth-detecting probe droids. When enemies are summoned or spawned in as reinforcements like this, normally there is a brief moment of iframes invincibility where they cannot be damaged, so you have to wait for them to kind of activate. Either way, let's get off the maintenance deck here and up to engineering. There's the Stage 1 bonus mission complete. Stage 2. To defeat 40 Imperial forces. You'll notice that Jorgen has an activated ability. You'll normally see this every 30 seconds or so when an enemy is below 30% health. This is his Deadeye Shot, which deals quite a bit of weapon damage. All of your companions on the damage dealing roll have an ability like this, which is normally why they are normally able to secure a lot of last hits if the skill is activated. We have a lore object here on the Emperor's Glory. Gives us a codex entry on Harrower class dreadnoughts. We actually did miss a codex entry because we weren't looking into those secondary conduits. Back on board the Esseles, there was a codex entry on that class of transport or frigate, I believe it is.
Gotcha.
Here's one of the major power station control terminals.
Well, I've seen some incredible things in my time, but you've just topped the list. I'm sorry I couldn't greet you in person. If only you had let me know you were stopping by.
Your taunts are useless. This won't stop until the Esseles is free.
You sadden me. I can only be cordial through so much. My men will be along shortly to escort you to the accommodations I've arranged.
I'd love to stay, but I should get moving.
No, you aren't going anywhere. Iron Fist wasn't the only weapon in my arsenal, nor the deadliest. See you soon.
Lovely. And we actually have an entry on the Grand Moff himself. Cultured, cunning, and utterly ruthless. Rikus Kilran may be the greatest naval strategist the Empire has ever seen. Born to a wealthy family with a proud military tradition, Kilran proved himself, to no one's surprise, a capable right-hand man to the Sith during the Empire's early assault on the Bremer sector. When his Sith superior died during the Battle of Orbital, however, Kilran showed that he was more than an able tactical advisor. He assumed command of the ragged Imperial fleet and led it to a swift and decisive victory. In the years that followed, Kilran's authority grew with his list of triumphs, and both the Sith and the Minister of War learned respect for his unorthodox strategies. His brutally effective strikes during the final days of the war earned him the nickname the Butcher of Coruscant among Republic civilians, a name he has adopted with characteristic irony. And his heroic stand against a Jedi boarding party earned him his scars. After the war ended, he was granted the honorary title of Grand Moff in recognition of his many contributions. And we of course are on board his ship. Lovely. I believe he might actually be second to the Minister of War. He is a very powerful position, or in a very powerful position, despite not being Sith himself. One of the more awkward combat encounters, because again our combat support droid and companion were stuck in the doorway there, as they always are. We could have probably lured the enemies to us in that corridor, but too late now. That channeled ability by these Imperial troopers can be extremely devastating, because it hits anyone in that line of fire and actually deals quite a bit of damage.
Taking the shot.
It's one of the few skills that I normally tend to be quite wary of, because the damage can stack up quite quickly when there's a group like that. Okay, there's the Stage 2 bonus mission complete. Of course, we hit level 28 as well. We have a bonus mission now to slice the power consoles in a chamber coming up in the near future. Back in the day, the final part of the bonus series of quests couldn't be completed without another player joining you here in this Flashpoint. But here in the story mode, they changed it to make it easier. Yeah, we're heading to the power core now, where we can disrupt the power to the tractor beam. Here it is. Tractor beam generator control. So yeah, in both of these small chambers here, both on the north and south side of the tractor beam generator room, are two terminals. It used to be that you'd have one player at this console and one at the far console, and you'd have to activate them both within about 5 seconds. Thankfully, we don't need to do that anymore. But we have the final stage of the bonus mission. There is a power droid which we just diverted power from. Well, yeah, we've diverted power from this Guardian battle droid, but we transferred it to another power droid nearby. Yeah, this Guardian battle droid now is on low power. Its damage output has been decreased, and it is even more vulnerable. Oh crap! That was close. We could have got knocked off the edge there. It's never happened before, but I was pretty damn close to that occurring. Okay, let's disable the tractor beam.
That this is getting out of hand. You're leaving me with precious few options.
Oh! He actually went off the edge by himself. Here's the power droid, which we diverted power to earlier. Now, this power droid has had some changes over the years. It used to be that you had to stay far away, as I believe it likes to engage people in melee. But they changed it now that you actually have to be in close range. At least you take additional damage, I believe. Either way, there's the bonus missions complete. Let's see what we have on our inventory. Crafting materials, crafting materials. Looks like we've gained some armor from the various bosses we've defeated so far. It is better than what we're wearing. But it doesn't really matter anyway because, yeah, we have been level synced down to level 10. Okay, with the tractor beam now disabled, we should be able to make our way back to the maintenance level and back to our shuttle. We missed targeting the pressurized coolant tank here, which could have froze these troopers in place. Hey, level 29.
Drastic, but I will. Surrender now.
So we fought our way through the detention level here, and we have the waste collection route.
You're done.
This'll get us back down to the maintenance level.
Very well, you give me no other choice.
That doesn't sound good. Okay, we're back where we started, but someone's raised a force field between us and the shuttle. heal up. Oh.
Greetings. A soldier? What a waste. No soldier can match the power of a Sith.
You must not have heard of Havoc Squad.
I don't waste my time with trivial nonsense. To destroy a dangerous foe, that is the way of a true Sith. But you are nothing. Less than nothing.
I'll do my best to spare you the embarrassment.
Such witticisms will not save you. The power of the dark side is infinite. Are you ready to face oblivion?
I'm ready to take you out and get on with my mission.
Then let's begin!
Okay, summoning Force Lightning down on our companion. Oh, and on us as well.
I'm charging up our main turbo lasers batteries. In a few moments, your pathetic ship and all your pathetic friends will be nothing but floating debris.
Yeah, maybe we should have shut down power to the weapons while we were here. Oh well, too late now. So much for much of the security team.
Come on, get onto the shuttles. We have to hurry. If we launch fast enough, I think we can make it. Are you ready?
First Officer Hagen doesn't want you to come back from this one, Ambassador. He thinks you'll just cause more trouble.
Is this a joke? That spineless, indecisive. He wants you to hand me over to the Imperials? Unbelievable. After everything I've done to save the ship, everything I've done for the Republic, that scum tries to betray me to the Empire. Wait. You didn't actually agree to leave me behind, did you?
I wouldn't leave you behind to die, Asara.
Good. I was about to... well, it doesn't matter. Come on, we've wasted too much time here already. Let's go.
Part of me was tempted. Part of me was very tempted. The crew, I suppose, knew what they were getting into. Civilians and a Republic, an official. They deserve their chance. Hopefully the Grand Moff cannot chase us down. Time to go.
Everyone's aboard, Plex. Get us out of here, now! We're safe! You did it! You did what no one else could have done. You've saved us all. We owe you our lives. Every one of us. So on behalf of the passengers and crew of the Republic Transport Esseles, thank you.
Just doing my duty.
There's no reason for modesty. What you accomplished here is truly amazing. I took up a collection from everyone on the ship. Hopefully, these credits will help you save other people in need, the same way you saved us.
Please, keep your credits. I'm sure you all need them more than me.
That's extremely gracious of you. Thank you very much. Ambassador Asara, it's a relief to see that you made it back to us safely as well.
Really? I imagine it comes as a bit of a surprise to see me here at all, Hawken.
I don't know what you mean. Of course I'm glad to see you. Why would you think differently?
You offered me a reward to leave her on the Grand Moff's ship, Haken.
You must have misunderstood me. I would never. I wouldn't do something like that.
Thank you for telling me the truth. And for everything else you've done here. The Republic needs heroes like you now more than ever.
I'm honored to fight for the Republic.
And the Republic is lucky to have you. I should warn you, though. Grand Moff Kilran is never going to forget what we've done. He'll stop at nothing to get his revenge.
If Kilran wants to try me again, that's fine.
Just be sure to stay alert from now on. Kilran is full of surprises. Anyway, enough of that. I'd say it's about time we all relaxed a bit and enjoyed the rest of our trip. Thanks again. And good luck in the future.
I can't talk now.
Our sensors show no signs of hostile contacts. We can now continue our journey towards Coruscant or return to Carrick Station. It used to be that it was worth your while repeating this flashpoint, especially in a group of players who may just want to skip the dialogue to earn social points, which could be used, and I think still can be used, to purchase various items, mostly of a cosmetic nature. But let us continue on our way. And so we arrive here at the docking bay at the Coruscant spaceport. Oh, we picked up a decoration. Oh, we gained plenty of influence during our dialogue there with Arik Jorgen. Ah, the skyline of Coruscant. And scenes of rebuilding. Seems appropriate. Very well. This is a good place to take a break once again. When we come back, we'll be making use of the customs terminal, and from the spaceport here, it is but a short walk to the Senate Tower, where the Special Forces General, this General Garza, will be there to meet us to give us our new orders. What is to be expected of Havoc Squad going forward since the defection of Commander Tavis and the rest of our team. Thank you all for joining me though with this other interlude part of the series, with this first Flashpoint of the Esseles. And yeah, when we come back, we will be exploring the Senate Tower and continuing with some more of the main storyline. As I say, I hope you've all enjoyed the journey so far. Feel free to leave a comment if you so wish. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next part of the series. Until then though, I hope you all take care. Bye bye now.